Welcome to this week's episode of Humans in 5.
It's still winter here in the Northern Hemisphere, and we're all feeling the need to burrow into our blankets and enjoy the cozy moments we can find this season.
We've mentioned before in prior episodes that at this time of year, some people start to get a little stir crazy from being indoors for most of the winter, while others can't wait to throw themselves into the frosty fray. We know that there's quite a bit of variation in how people living today deal with winter, but a new study opens the door to investigating if past humans dealt with winter in unique and creative ways.
One past human group who experienced wintry conditions were the Neanderthals, found across Europe, particularly during icy cold glacial periods hundreds of thousands of years ago. We do know that Neanderthal groups in different regions of Europe lived through these cold winters, but a team of researchers were curious to explore how Neanderthals and similar species may have coped with colder conditions.
Researchers from Spain and Greece were curious to see if human fossils from the large skeletal collection from the site Cima de los Huesos in Atapuerca, Spain, bore any skeletal signs of hibernation. They were particularly focused on fossils dating to about 400 to 500,000 years ago, when temperatures were particularly cold. When we think of hibernating animals, we tend to think of other mammals like bears that hide away for the winter and live off their metabolic stores to sustain themselves in a deep sleep state as they hide away in caves to let winter pass them by.
But first, what exactly is hibernation? Hibernation occurs when an animal enters a metabolic state where it passes winter by storing body fat and using the body's own tissues to stay alive while maintaining a resting state during those colder months instead of trying to search for hard-to-find foods out in a potentially dangerously cold landscape. Most mammals don't actually go into hibernation per se, but enter a state called torpor, which is a very deep sleep where less energy is used.
Contemporary humans don't participate in these hibernation behaviors, but researchers Antonis Bartsiokas and Juan Luis Arzuaga were curious to see if signs of torpor or hibernation might be evident among the Cima remains. The deep sleep state is associated with seasonably variable metabolic consequences that can lead to mineral deficiencies and certain physiological changes that can, in some cases, impact bone tissue. The team sought to see if some of these changes, some of which have been observed in hibernating species, could be seen in hominins from this time and place.
Overall, the team found that some of the skeletal changes associated with conditions that might occur with hibernation, like vitamin D deficiency, calcium deficiencies, and potential decreases in certain growth hormones, could be detected in these hominins. The lesions found on their skeleton matched those observed in other animal hibernators.
That being said, there is still some room for further investigation. Some of these skeletal changes can occur in groups and in individuals who are experiencing a range of other nutritional and physiological challenges that could have impacted past groups as well. Overall, we do look forward to seeing if other fossils from cold time periods might also have some of these signs of a deep winter resting state.
We hope your version of hibernation this year is going well, and we'll see you next time on Humans in 5.
And don't forget to subscribe!